Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights, ShadowGuard. And we last left off, we had confronted Nelgear, the man or the elf who murdered his father, Malgor. The spirit of Malgor bows in gratitude to you for bringing justice against Nelgear. As it does so, it slowly begins to disperse out of sight, most likely returning to the underworld from whence it came. And this issue has been resolved. Now I feel that we need to go and have a word with Cara, because Marcius has sent us to speak with her, and there was the loose end. Ah, Garn the Minotaur. Hello, Garn the Minotaur. And obviously a friendly Minotaur. So let's see what else Cara may have to say to us.
Well met.
Cara Dinesh looks up at your approach. Her face is still pale from the exaltation of her trance, though she is clearly in a better condition than when you saw her last. I sense the spirit has returned to the underworld. Continue. I am glad that the spirit was able to find peace and return to its proper place. I hope that my services were of aid to you as well. Good luck in your travels, lad. Perhaps we may meet yet again. Well, that seems to be all our dealings with her dealt with. Perhaps we should have a little read of the journal and see what we have. Father. So our house servant has brought me the message from my father, claiming that he was terribly sorry for having missed the graduation ceremony, but I hope that he could make it up to me a little later in the day. So Giles suggested that I take some time to visit the market district until my father sent for me. I suppose there wasn't much else. Yeah. ShadowGuard. I have met Cara Dinesh, a sultry Evan woman, a penchant for thievery, and an uncanny capacity for summoning the dead. Let's have a look. I have aided Marcius against the slavers. Now, there was one other, I believe, Tarin Lightfingers. That's right. They are both here. Right, very well. Let's see if we can find Tarin Lightfingers. Haha, what seems to be a gnome.
How are ya?
How are ya? The diminutive halfling playing a card game with a minotaur on a range and jumps a bit when you tap him on the shoulder, but recovers quickly from his startle and gives you a wide grin. Greetings to you, sir. I am Tarin Lightfingers, halfling card player extraordinaire. These two large gentlemen are Lion Silverblade, my close personal friend, and Garn, a minotaur from the Isles of Cara. Marcus Albright's friend, yes? Really? He said that? Well, if that's what he chooses to consider me on it. A pleasure. I am Samuel Amirasain, son of the magic. No, I don't think we'll tell him who we are. This guy seems mightily suspicious. Just say that, good to meet you, I'm Samuel. Well, it certainly is a pleasure to meet you, Samuel. Would you care to join us for a game of cards? It would be quite honoured to have such a well-mannered young man join us for a bit. Yeah, I think we'll play. Excellent to hear. Samuel, make yourself at ease among your new friends. Tan motions for you to take a seat. There we go. Now we're seated.
How are ya?
I'm doing alright. Now we've had this conversation. Yes, we'll play a hand. Aha, we have to do it whilst in conversation. Tarin shuffles the deck of the cards in a rapid, impressive display. The name of the game is Redhaired Samuel. We've been playing for a while, but I can go over the rules if you need me to. You better fill me in on it. Here's how Redhead works. We'll start off the game by playing the ant of 5 gold pieces. I deal 2 cards to each player, and one which is laid down, the other which is facing up, all to see. After the initial bet, I deal another round of cards to the players who ask for it, and you have to place 5 more gold pieces to stay in. This continues every round until the player has had their turn. The goal is to have the total number of cards whose sum is less or equal to 21. The player with the highest score without exceeding 21 wins. If 2 hands are tied, the player with the most number of cards wins. Got it? Yeah, I've got it. So that's basically twist or whist or broke, depending where you're from. Common game. So everyone who's going to play, pay up 5 pieces. Let's put our 5 down. Now I'll pass out the cards. You are dealt a 6 and a 9. So 6 and 9, 15. So we only need a 6 to go bust. We'll continue. The ranger grunts acknowledges in acknowledgement that he will stay in the game. His visible card is a 10. Continue. The Minotaur seems to be a bit nervous, but he agrees to play his hand. He is dealt his hand. His visible card coming up at 3. Continue. I'll stay in as well. The halfling deals out his 2 cards. His visible card is a 2. Continue. The cards now showing are your hand, 6 and 9, a total of 15. And blah, continue. If you want to stay in, you have to place another 5 gold. If you do so, you can either accept a card or hold your hands in as well. Otherwise, you can admit defeat and fold. Let's place another bet. He's going to lose. Looks like everyone's still in. Lion accepts the card, bringing its total visible number to 19. Garn passes on a card for this hand. Samuel, what shall it be? Do you want another card? Yeah, give us a card. Tarin deals you 6, brings you a total to 21. Oh yeah. I'll take a card as well. So he deals himself a 5, bringing his total visible to 9. Alright, so we have 21, so we're gonna stick there. Now for the further around. Hold on. Now for the last round of cards. If you want to stay in, you have to place another 5 gold pieces on the bet. If you accept the card or hold your hand as is, otherwise admit defeat and fold. I want to hold, but now we've ourselves an interesting game, my friends. Who wants the last card, and who will hold? Give me another halfling. Tarin cocks an eyebrow at the darkly dressed man sitting in front of him. You sure about that, Lion? You have 19 showing. You'll not fool me this game, little fellow. Give me a card. Tarin shrugs, dealing out a 9 to the roguish man, bringing his total visible to 28. What? Sorry, big guy, but looks like you're out of this game. Lion tosses down his hand and leans back in his chair, shaking his head. I hate card games. Garn mentions that he would like to have a card dealt to him. Tarin obliges, dealing Khan a 1, bringing the Minotaur's visible total to 4. How about it, Samuel? Do you want another card, or will you pass on this deal? No, I'll hold on what I have. I'll take a card as well. Tarin deals himself a 2, bringing his total visible to 11. Continue. Let's see what everyone has. Tarin motions for remaining players to lay down their hands. The cards now showing are Tarin's hand of 2, 2, 5, 2, a total of 11. Garn's hand 1, 4, 1. Total of 5, but that doesn't add up to 5, and it's the 6. Is that right? 1 plus 4 plus 1 is certainly not 5. Looks like you're the winner, Samuel. Congratulations on the job well done. Tarin slides the pile of gold across the table to you. Suddenly you notice the large Minotaur Garn flare his wild eyes. The fates curse you. Curse you all! With a mighty swing of his fist, Garn demolishes the table before him, sending the cards flying everywhere. Oh my word, we don't have an angry, violent Minotaur on our hands, do we? Tarin seems a bit anxious at the roaring Minotaur as the roaring Minotaur hovers over the ruins of the card table. And rightly so, for the Minotaur looms as a giant over the halfling's small frame. Easy now, Garn. Lion, having drawn a blade directs his weapon threateningly towards the Minotaur. Keep your hands off him, Garn. Slowly the Minotaur seems to gather his calm, and the fire in his eyes dies down. I apologize. You won fairly, and I shall honor the rules. It's just, I needed the gold. The large Minotaur hangs his head in shame. I shall never regain my honor now. I shall have to return to Cara, and tell my Varach that I lost our soul brooch. Easy now, big fellow. We're all friends here, and I certainly didn't mean for a simple game of fun to turn into this. Why don't you tell us what happened, and perhaps we can help? Garn turns his gaze towards the little halfling. 2 nights ago, I lost a game of cards to Mylock, a dirty little man here in the market. I had no gold to pay my debt, and I was forced to give him my soul brooch. Among my people, there is no greater shame than losing one's soul brooch. It is a symbol of the life bond between myself and my love, Varach. To lose such a great gift shows dishonor and weakness. If it means that much to you, Garn, I can give you the gold to buy back your soul brooch. I was only playing for fun anyway, and it would be little trouble to give you your gold that you need. That is kind of you to offer, Tarin Lightfingers, but I cannot accept such aid. It is I who brought this upon myself, and it is I who must face the consequences of my actions. To accept your gift would only increase my shame. With a head bowed low, the Minotaur slowly walks away from the table, his massive shoulders slumped in despair. Poor Garn. I feel truly terrible about his predicament. That Mylock fellow is known for rigging his card games to benefit his own purse. I fear Garn may have fallen prey to one of Mylock's scams. Is there anything that we can do to help him? You'd be willing to help out a fellow down on his luck like that? I've got to say I'm impressed, Samuel. There's not many in this city that would offer to do such a thing. Garn seems a nice enough sort. Perhaps you and I are of a kindred spirit, Samuel. I tell you what. If you can get back this soul brooch from Mylock, I'll be willing to give you 10 gold pieces for it. We'll do it for free, actually. Well, that is quite noble of you. It's good to see that you were swayed for a higher purpose than gold. I just wanted to help Garn out of his predicament. Good to hear. You can likely find that scumbag Mylock creeping around here in the market district. Find him, and see if you can get back that soul brooch. Return to me with it, and we'll arrange for it to be returned to Garn. Okay, so we'll save up here. And next time we're gonna have a look for Mylock, the scoundrel. He certainly sounds like a scoundrel. So until then, guys, stay safe, take care of yourself, and goodbye.